Hello, good afternoon. We're live here again. I am ready to teach you. Are you ready to learn how to go deeper, take a deeper dive into detoxifying your organs, your detoxification organs? This is day 12. We're over the hump of our 21-day Delightful Detox, a rejuvenation of your mind and body, and I know you're all feeling it. You're feeling it because we've been doing it together, and I already just feel so much better about the way, just not even about the way I feel emotionally, physically, the way I look, just everything feels better, and I can't wait to continue on with the full 21 days, and I hope you are too. I'm Janet McKee, if you don't know by now, wellness expert, speaker, author, certified high performance coach, teaching you how to live a better life. And this is not some crazy program that you do just for a few days. This is a new lifestyle. And that's why we do a delightful detox, because this is about living a delightful life, a life that helps you have more of everything you want in your life. Just more energy, more clarity, more vitality, more passion, and we're going to get into that subject later on. But today, I've been teaching you about new routines to get rid of the toxic junk and bring in wonderful, positive things into your life. And that includes positive thinking, positive eating, wonderful things to drink, exercising your body, getting good sleep, all of this. And this helps everything feel better. And also what we're doing is helping your body in its natural detoxification program. Your body is constantly detoxifying. But we have critical organs in that mode of detoxifying that we really want to give every opportunity that we can so that they can do their job perfectly. We want to help our bodies, right? If you're putting junk in here, and if you're putting junk in here from the media and the news and all kinds of stuff, or negative people in your life, then how are you going to feel? Right? I always say if you put crap in, you're going to feel like crap. So we don't want to feel like crap, we want to feel fabulous. So that's what we do here at Son of You. And I'm the founder of Son of You, organization to inspire and teach you to embrace a better life. And life is getting good, better by the minute. So we're going to go in deeper now. We've been talking to you about the benefits of eating your fruits and vegetables. Benefits of getting plant foods into your diet because they have so much to help support your body in detoxifying. Not only do plant foods have prebiotics, what I mean by plant foods are fruits and vegetables, right? Whole grains, beans, peas, nuts, and seeds, anything that's grown from a plant. And I do recommend you get naturally grown, organic where possible, because we don't want to take in the pesticides and herbicides. But those plant foods provide prebiotics, which support your beneficial bacteria, which is really important for your digestive system to help you eliminate, which is part of your detoxification. But also the fiber helps your liver detoxify, which is a key detoxification organ. And the fiber only comes from plant foods. And of course, plant foods have a wide variety of nutrients, antioxidants, phytonutrients, and all kinds of amazing things that you need. And we've given you all kinds of ideas of how to start your day, do water after your water and your apple cider vinegar, which hopefully you're doing, because apple cider vinegar is really helpful to support your liver and detoxifying. Some fresh juicing where possible, and a healthy breakfast loaded with plant foods. And we've even given you ideas for lunch, and those same ideas for lunch can be used for dinner, and so forth. But let's go into a few more specifics on this. And the key here is a diet rich with colorful vegetables and fruits. That is the answer to not only energize you, nourish you, but help at the same time help your body detoxify. And you'll understand a little bit more as we go through this. I've been teaching you about the benefits of eating your fruits and vegetables. And you'll get a little bit more understanding, a better understanding today as part of this. Now, always, what's key here also with these plant foods is they help the pH of your body remain in an alkaline state, as opposed to an acidic state. An acidic state is concerning because that's when diseases can form. And your body works really hard to balance the pH of your body to be slightly alkaline. And in order to do that, it even draws minerals from your bones and so forth to keep your body in that alkaline state. So wouldn't it be wise to help your body stay in that alkaline state? And colorful fruits and vegetables are the answer to that, especially green leafy vegetables. Also, being hydrated is key. Making sure you're drinking lots of fresh water and being hydrated. And of course, when you eat beautiful fruits and vegetables, this helps your body be hydrated as well because they're high in water. But let's look at this. It's gorgeous. What's going on here with a wonderful bowl of colorful fruits and vegetables? First of all, we think of your detox, the key detoxification organs. One is the liver. And the liver really thrives on, first of all, that apple cider vinegar in the morning that I already taught you about is excellent for helping to clean out or rejuvenate your liver and gallbladder. And again, these are key detoxification organs, so this is brilliant. And having actually even some lemon water in the morning or throughout the day also is really wonderful for you in helping your body detoxify and helping that liver. But a really key thing for your liver are green leafy vegetables. And take a look at this beautiful kale I found today at the store. It actually is green kale. I've got two cameras going on here, so I hope you're able to see this. Green kale with a deep purple veining in it. I mean, look at how absolutely gorgeous that is. Now tell me, do you think this is going to be good for you? If you do, you're right. You get an A for the class for today. Absolutely. But also cruciferous vegetables like kale, cauliflower, broccoli, big time, bok choy, Brussels sprouts, cabbages are all amazing for supporting your liver and increasing their detoxification enzymes. So really wonderful. Green leafy vegetables. So I also have here, and this is really interesting to know, parsley and cilantro. These not only are green leafy vegetables that are also delicious, they add a lot of flavor to your foods, they happen to be very powerful in helping your body detoxify from heavy metals too. So isn't that interesting? Really amazing, amazing for you. Things from Mother Nature. Another key detoxification organs, actually, there's two of them, hopefully if you're still in both, are your kidneys. And what's interesting about the kidneys is, again, you really need to be hydrated. You need to be drinking lots of fresh water throughout the day and making sure that you're supporting every cell of your body is mostly water, even your brain. But those kidneys really need you to be well hydrated so that they can do their job well. And it just so happens there are certain things that are particularly good for your kidneys. And one are beets. I've got these beautiful, fresh, organic beets. Everything I got here today is organic. Looks like I was at our farm, but we're not exactly in farm season right now, so I got these at the store. And excellent. So beets are amazing for your kidneys. And you may say, well, I'm not even sure how to eat all these things. Let's talk about that. I'm going to, at the end of this, if you stick with me and you want to see this, I'm going to juice some of these things for you. And I love juicing my vegetables as one of the most delicious, hydrating, and energizing things and most healing things you could do for your body, which I'll talk about. I also already offered you a video on juicing that we've done at sonofyou.com prior, but I'm going to show you again a little bit today. But also, the beet greens can be sauteed with some onions and garlic and eaten as a cooked green. The beet greens can also be eaten raw, by the way. A lot of times you'll see baby beet greens in a salad mix. And the bulb of the beet, the root bulb, can actually be also eaten raw. I really love to shred it raw and put it in a salad. And then, of course, you may have also seen beets that have been steamed or cooked and eaten as well. Just delicious, amazing. And also really good if you're an athlete to give you stamina as well. Another thing that's excellent for the kidneys, again, is lemon. Really good for helping your kidneys do their job. And so is cucumber. I couldn't believe I was so lucky to find organic cucumbers in the store today. Spinach and other green leafy vegetables, particularly spinach, is amazing for helping your kidneys. And so are apples. I have these great apples. And pineapple has been found to be particularly good for the kidneys. Now, all colorful fruits and vegetables are excellent for all of these organs, but these particular ones have been found because of specific antioxidants and so forth that each one seems to have that are really helpful. Another key area of your body that is part of your detoxification is your lymphatic system. And we've been talking about that, and I've been talking to you about how it's so important to move your body, to get exercise in order to help your lymph move, because otherwise it can be stagnant. The lymphatic system does not have contraction like your digestive system. You must move your muscles and your joints to help the lymph system move. And other things that we've talked about, like skin brushing and so forth, also encourage your lymphatic system to not be stagnant. We are going to do another deeper dive yet in the lymph system as well, but that gives you a little bit more information. But for your lymphatic system, it's been found that flaxseed is really good to support a healthy lymphatic system. And so what I'm going to do probably one of the next few days is I'm going to cover plant proteins, because so many people say, well, if I'm eating plant foods, where am I going to get my protein? I get that question all the time, and you get the best quality proteins actually from plant foods, believe it or not. Also so I'll cover that. But flaxseed, the reason I'm bringing that up is I'm going to show you how to do like a really healthy protein smoothie, and one to help you detoxify, but also give you energy and stamina. Because if some of you are going through this detox program, you might, for a while, I warned you, you might feel a little bit tired and weak because your body's detoxifying. But hopefully this has been energizing enough as well that you're not dealing with detoxification symptoms like that. But I'm going to show you then how to do these certain smoothies. And in my smoothies, I love to include flaxseed. And we'll talk all about that. So flax is a way to get that. But also for your lymph are lemons, and of course, the green leafy vegetables are really good for your lymphatic system. So are radishes. Radishes! And people say, what? I hate radishes, or I'm gonna eat radishes. So anyway, if you don't like them, you don't have to eat them, but try slicing some up and putting them in your salad. Or again, you can juice them, and yeah, they're a little bit strong, but if you add them with some good cucumber, celery, lemon, and apple, like I'm going to show you today, they're awesome, and they're just really good for your overall health and your beauty, by the way. People sometimes ask me why I look healthy and look the way I do at my age, because I am up there in age, maybe higher than you may think, and it's because of the way I eat and live, I hope. Do the best I can. Also for your lymphatic system is also excellent for your liver are both dandelion, yes, dandelion greens, which you can find in the store in the spring and the fall, or in your yard growing. If you don't spray your yard, then that's good. Pick them out of your yard or pick them out of your garden and juice them, or put them in a salad or saute them. Dandelion is excellent for you. I often tell the story of growing up, and we didn't have a whole lot of money growing up. My father worked very hard to make sure he supported the family and helped put us all through school and all of that. And we used to have dandelion in our salads at dinner, and I used to think, oh my goodness, we're so poor, we have to eat the weeds out of the yard. Meanwhile, I found out later that dandelion is awesome for you. And so I'm grateful that we ate some dandelion growing up, because super, super wonderful for both your liver and your lymphatic system. So thank you, mother and father, for that. I know sometimes you're watching, so I'd like to throw in a little plug in there for you. Also something called burdock root, and I couldn't find it at the store this morning. but you'll see it looks like there's like a root or like a branch, a dirty branch at the grocery store or the health food store at least. Also amazing. Amazing for your lymphatic system and your liver, and also to give you that stamina that I like to make sure that you have. And again, parsley has been found to also be fantastic for, somewhere in here is some parsley, fantastic for your lymphatic system. And cilantro again, both cilantro and parsley will help your body even detoxify heavy metals, which is really important. So it's good to just have these things in your diet. Like eventually you won't even have to think about this. You don't even have to know about all of this, because eventually, hopefully when you do this for 21 days, you're just gonna want these foods because they taste good, they make you feel good, they make you look good. Like who wouldn't want to live this way? Other things that are good for your lymphatic system, by the way, are maybe some unusual things, are more herbal in nature, are golden seal, which is wonderful for boosting your immune system, and myrrh, which golden seal is in a supplement that I use whenever I want to make sure during colds and flu season to keep my immune system strong, if anybody's interested. And then also I have myrrh as an essential oil that is also wonderful. Also for your lymphatic system, that's really fabulous for you, are the apple cider vinegar, always amazing. We always eat that beneficial bacteria, but so are the cruciferous vegetables, like the kale, the broccoli, the cabbage, and also spirulina. And spirulina, again, is one of those plant proteins. I'm going to show you that tomorrow. I've already offered to you a series of videos on what to have for breakfast, and I show it in there also. But if you haven't had a chance to see that, I'm going to share that with you as well. Now, here's what's going on. If you remember in an earlier video of this detoxification program, I talk about how your body goes through 2 phases of detoxifying. Phase 1, where at first it takes these toxic substances that we get exposed to and it tries to convert them into something that's non-toxic, or often even like synthetic ingredients or things that we're getting in our body because of either what we're eating with artificial ingredients or what we're putting on our body can be an issue. And there are certain foods that have been found to help your body in that phase 1 process. And that includes things like tangerines and oranges and grapefruits. So wonderful for helping your body in that phase 1 effort to convert these toxins. And grapes, I couldn't find any organic grapes. There were lots of grapes at the grocery store, but none of them were organic, and I didn't want to bring those into the house because grapes are heavily sprayed, and I would prefer that if I'm going to buy grapes to choose organic. Onions, also excellent in helping your body in that phase 1 effort. And which, by the way, onions and garlic are excellent for you. And it's actually garlic. Garlic helps your lymphatic system. I forgot to mention that. Amazing. We grow lots of beautiful garlic at the farm, and I have it all year. I eat it all year. And in my teachings on how foods fight cancer, it just so happens that onions and garlic, especially garlic, are like the #1 cancer-fighting foods. They have a phytonutrient called allicin in them. They're from the allium family of vegetables, and they have been found to be so powerful for helping your immune system eliminate cancer cells. Isn't that amazing? So not only are we detoxifying here, we're helping our body prevent and heal illnesses. So very amazing for you. Also for that phase 1 effort, most veggies all help your body in that phase 1. So if you notice, all of these foods that help your body detoxify are all plant foods, okay? I don't see a single report that said anything about other than plant foods helping your body detoxify. Celery, again, excellent for that phase 1 effort. Apples, excellent. Eggplant, and so are blueberries. So I was so pleased to find fresh organic blueberries from California at the store. So we're not in blueberry season here in Western Pennsylvania right now, but I was able to find them at least grown in this country, and I am a blueberry fanatic. So Isn't that great? And we'll throw some blueberries in our protein smoothie when we teach that. If not tomorrow, the next day. I'm actually going to be at our farm tomorrow, so I'll probably do a video from there for you. Now, that's phase one. Our body worked to convert toxins into something that's non-toxic. The second phase, phase two, that our body goes through is it tries to convert these toxins from fat soluble to water soluble because we store toxins in the fat of our cells, which is why it's really helpful to eliminate fat cells or reduce them as well. Again, cruciferous vegetables are excellent for helping your body in that phase two process. And there's an antioxidant called quercetin, which comes from onions and cranberries and apples. Really wonderful for helping your body in phase two. And so are certain spices like turmeric. I love putting spices. Don't hesitate. When you need to eat healthy, put those, like, give it flavor. Eating healthy doesn't have to be boring. Nobody wants boring. So add lots of spices, give it flavor, make it fabulous. Taste fabulous, and you will feel fabulous. And isn't that, again, the way to live? Okay, I think I covered. Now, are you getting clearer on why you want to be eating your plant foods? Yes? Okay. So many people ask me, and I got this question after my talk the other day about lunch. So many people eat out for lunch and they don't know what to do, or they travel for work or for pleasure and they don't know what to do about getting these wonderful foods when they're on the road. I am excellent at eating out and traveling and still eating healthy no matter what. Especially when I travel, like even if I'm going on vacation, people go on vacation, they can't wait to eat all kinds of junk food and drink all kinds of alcohol. To me, that doesn't appeal to me, actually. I want to come back from vacation feeling even better than before I went. Because on vacation, we experience hopefully more rest, rejuvenation, joy. We're experiencing some part of the world, whether it's a part of the town you live in or a town from another halfway across the world. We are doing vacation for joy and rejuvenation. So why would you want to load yourself with all kinds of junk and alcohol when you can actually use that opportunity to really benefit your mind and body? So when I travel, I do things like, or eat out. First of all, traveling, I always make sure I have with me in my carry-on maybe a healthy trail mix, like with raw nuts and seeds and some healthy dried fruit. Or I've been known in my carry-on to carry celery and cucumber because they're crunchy and they're hydrating and I love them. And maybe I'll bring with me a little thing of yellow mustard or a container of hummus, and you can even get hummus or even mustard at the airport before you get on if you want to wait until you go through security on that. I tried years ago to carry avocados with me, but that was a disaster. They got all smashed. I also love to just bring some apples with me and maybe a bag of almonds or walnuts or a mixture. Sweet and juicy and refreshing and healthy and energizing. It's just wonderful. But when I get to my destination, when I'm traveling, I always find the local health food store and I stock up on things for my room. I love to get fresh berries. I always get green vegetable juice, or I'll find the local juice bar. I always ask my hotel to please give me a refrigerator in my room. And I'll even maybe buy some prepared foods like some salads. Always have raw nuts and seeds and fruit always with me or in my room or in my briefcase or my carry-on. And always I try to find some green juices, and even if they have some smoothies and things like that, I will get them and keep them in my refrigerator in my room. So that's kind of preparing myself, at least even in the morning at least. I know I have a really healthy breakfast and I'll have some herbal tea or some green tea. but then eating out the rest of the time, because we're going to be eating out when we're on the road and traveling, or if you're eating out at home every day because you're working in town and you need to eat lunch out, then let me give you some tips. Always pursue the plant foods on the menu or wherever you're eating. This is important because everything I've been teaching you. If you can include plant foods in your diet, then you're going to help all of your organs detoxify and so forth. So I like to pursue vegetarian-friendly restaurants. Even if you're not vegetarian or vegan, when you do, those restaurants tend to feed you healthier foods. But even at a steakhouse, I can eat healthy. And the way I do that is I look at the menu and I'll order things from the side dishes, or I'll look through the menu and everywhere I see something that is appealing to me and healthy, like I'll see that on the T-bone dinner they have asparagus with it, I will ask for. I'd like some asparagus, I'd like some mushrooms, and so forth. And I end up with a feast. Every restaurant always has a salad. Sometimes there's a vegetable soup. Then I'll have the steamed broccoli, the sauteed spinach, the mushrooms, if there's rice or potato, and I just feast on all of these wonderful plant foods. Or I find restaurant, number one, that's vegetarian friendly. Number two, like I don't know what you have in your town, but we have Panera Bread, and they have a wonderful salad that has kale and almonds and quinoa and peppers and olives, and I just say to hold the cheese. Speaking of holding the cheese, if I eat at Italian, or even if I'm somewhere and I'm with people, we need to get pizza, because the only thing that's available is pizza, is I'll say, load it with every vegetable that you have, but skip the cheese. This cheese is just pure cholesterol and saturated fat and hormones, and that's not going to help my body be healthy. And that might sound really strange to some of you, but if you would give that a try, you have a big piping hot pizza that's loaded with delicious vegetables. You can add more salt and pepper. It's just amazing. But I also love to go to Japanese restaurants because lots of vegetables, vegetable soup, vegetable sushi, steamed vegetables and rice. Chinese restaurants as well. Italian restaurants, if you can deal with gluten and wheat, nice pasta dish with tomato sauce and a fresh salad. Often they'll have gluten-free pastas today, or you'll see things like sauteed spinach and mushrooms or greens and beans on the menu. Look through that menu and find things. So pizza, Italian, Chinese, Japanese, Mexican, easy. I will get like a vegetable quesadilla and I'll say hold the cheese and I'll load it with guacamole and salsa, or a fajita, it's called vegetable fajitas, where they have sauteed mushrooms and peppers and onions. It's just awesome. So just consider, during this 21-day program, I want you to consider going plant only. Okay, now I'm hitting you hard, aren't I? I was saying plant-based before, where the majority of your diet was plant foods. Now consider taking the step to go plant only for a while, for the rest of these 21 days. Let's see how you do. Let's see how you feel. Trust me, it's worth it. Just give it a try when you're ready. And I'm going to teach you, if not tomorrow, I will try to cover that the next day, about how to get enough protein when you're eating plant foods. So for any of you that are still sticking around, let me show you quickly how to juice. Oh, I was up on my countertop. And I have this great juicer. I really like the Green Star juicer. I don't know if you can all see this, but I want to show this to you. It is sort of a contraption you do put together, but it's very easy, and we do teach this in a video on saunaview.com and also on our Saunaview Janet McKee YouTube channel. I like this juicer because it's a dual gear juicer, and these are two heavy gears that are magnetized, and they're metal, so it's not like it's a masticating juicer. It's not something that spins and heats the vegetables or the juice, because We want to preserve the quality of our antioxidants and our phytonutrients as much as possible. It has this little screen in it that is going to hold the pulp back but allow the juice to come through. And you put this next little device on here, and these arms hold it in place. We put the cover on, and if you need a juicer, do not hesitate to contact me because we do get them at dealer cost, and we're saving people hundreds of dollars by doing that. And it comes with this jar that goes under to catch the juice, and then I like to put another bowl to catch the pulp. I love to start with green leafy vegetables when I go through the juicer. And since we're on detoxification here, we're going to, of course, juice the parsley and the cilantro. I'm going to cut some of the greens off of the beets. Wonderful source also of potassium. And I'm also going to cut up some of the beets and put them in the juice. It also makes the juice red, which makes it beautiful and delicious and sweet. Oh, and maybe to get a cruciferous vegetable in there, we'll throw in some of the kale. And I've got celery here. We're going to cut up some of the cucumber. Oops, sorry. Put it in the juicer as well. And then, of course, to give it extra flavor and deliciousness, we're going to throw in some apples and some lemon. I can even throw some orange in there. And I really like when I'm doing a healing juice to include ginger and turmeric root as well, because they're wonderful for anti-inflammatory. And I didn't get that today. So the way this works is we turn on the juicer, except you first have to make sure it's plugged in. I don't know. And we're going to start juicing. Start with the green leafy vegetables. Because when the juicer's clean, it takes them right through. Put those in there. I'm so excited that I'm going to be juicing cilantro. Some people hate cilantro. If you hate cilantro, then just use parsley for helping your body detoxify heavy metals. I'm putting some of both in. I'm sure it's a little bit far for you to see that the juice coming through. This is a great high quality juicer. Some cheap juicers, you put your vegetables through and you get very little juice and a lot of pulp out. This is the opposite. You get lots of juice and a little bit of dried pulp out. So we got the greens. There's a piece of kale in there. And then it also comes with this tamper that if you need to push something through. I also have to juice carrots, by the way. We're going to skip that today. We've got the celery. We're going to stick that through. The pulp is just now starting to come out after all that. We've got cucumber. Of course, you can buy fresh cold pressed juices at the grocery store, at a local juice bar as well. You don't have to juice yourself if you don't want to. We're going to stick the beets in. So you get a little bit of workout too when you're pushing the vegetables in. We're going to put a little bit of lemon, and the lemon's really good if you're doing bitter greens because it helps balance the bitterness of like the kale and so forth. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some apple through it. This makes the juice sweet and yummy. And you can adjust the ingredients so that they appeal to you any way that you like. come through here. I'm gonna stir it up. Oh, it's so red from the beets. I'm gonna pour this in. And I have just done something. Get back on the countertop here. Sitting on the countertop today. Created a wonderful, healing, detoxifying, energizing, delicious way to heal my mind and body. Oh my goodness, it is fantastic. Thank you for joining me on day 12 of our Delightful Detox, rejuvenation of your mind and body. Janet McKee here, wellness expert, speaker, author, certified high-performance success coach, founder of Son of You, inspiring and teaching you to live a healthier, happier, richer, more fulfilling, successful life. Thank you for joining me. I love you and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care.